This is an annual event. I'm very sorry that we can't be sitting in our beautiful hall in our lovely building and having a nice cup of tea and some nibbles. But we have some fantastic schools for you tonight. We had 10 schools last week. Tonight we've got 7 schools. Let me just tell you who we have tonight and the order. Now, if you miss one of the presentations, don't worry, because we're filming each one and we're making them into little YouTube clips, so you can always play them over and over again if you want to. So tonight we are going to be starting with Mrs. Jane Lunnan from Alleyn's, followed by Mr. Mark Beer, who will be speaking, headmaster at UCS, followed by Mrs. Alex Hutchinson, the headmistress at JAGS. We then have Mr. Jesse Elzinger, headmaster of Sevenoaks, followed by Mrs. Jenny Brown, the headmistress at City of London School for Girls. We then have Mr. Brendan Pavey, the executive headmaster of Northbridge House, and we are finishing with the wonderful Jodie Warren, the Dean of Admissions at the American School. Highgate have just sent an email to say they won't be attending tonight, but they'll be sending us lots of information. Now, why have we got all of these schools? Why 10 last week and another 7 this week? Well, our children go to schools all over London and in fact beyond. This year we've had 3 children heading off to boarding schools. Because of our city location, our parents and children travel in from a huge range of areas around London. And this year we had, out of 12 children, our 11 plus results, we had 47 offers from 26 different schools. 6 of those were scholarships. And so our children get offered places at a big range of schools. And the whole point of tonight is for you as parents to really think about your child as an individual. We have each of these schools that we have on tonight and last week are unique. Each one of them is offering something special for your child. And instead of thinking, I want my child to go to this school because all of my friends' children go there, or my grandpa went to that school, I want you to open your minds completely and think, well, maybe my child could be happy at one of these other schools instead. So open your minds, enjoy the presentations, and all I can say is a huge, huge thank you to all the people speaking tonight I know this is a very busy time for you. I'm so grateful for you coming on to speak. Each speaker is going to speak between 5 and 7 minutes. And at the end, we will open the chat at the very end. But if you do have any questions for any of the individual speakers, we'll be sending you links to their schools so you can ask them directly. So we hope you enjoy this evening. I know last week was very, very successful, and we will be sending all of you the links to last week's schools as well. So all I have to say is welcome to Alleyn School. We're going to hear from the headmistress, Mrs. Jane Lunnan. Over to you, Jane. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Hilary, and hello everyone. It is a real pleasure to be sort of with you this evening and to tell you a little bit about Alleyn School, which I am very proud to be running. I do need to, full disclosure, I do need to tell you that I only started here in January. So the great thing is I have the benefit of fresh eyes, but I can't begin to tell you what a real delight it has been to join this school, even mid-lockdown, and it is an honour to be running the school and a privilege to be here tonight to tell you a little bit about it, and that's what I'm going to try and do. I'm very sorry not to be doing it in person, as I said, but nevertheless, this is my first prep school event as the head of Alleyn. So I want you to know that this is going to be a benchmark against which I will measure all other such events. And I'm going to imagine you all warm, appreciative, smiling, brilliant parents on the other side of the screen. I also need to just warn you, I need to offer a slight warning that I've just been told that my twin sister, my identical twin sister, who is the head of City of London Girls, is speaking also tonight. So you get the joy of trying to work out which one of us is the evil twin. I'm very glad I'm going first. Anyway, to tell you a little bit about my school, and I thought I would start, if I may, with a word from the kids. So I did a little survey of the pupils. I sent them some questions to answer before I started at the end of last term. And I said to them, right, what's good about the school and what would you change? I got some, as you can imagine, I got some fantastically witty answers. I loved this one. What's good about the school? The banoffee pie. What would you change? More banoffee pie. Love that. Anyway, but seriously, I was overwhelmed by the love and the positivity and the sheer joy expressed by so many Alleyn's pupils about their school. And I thought I would just read one response. This is from a year 8 girl. I am really happy here at Alleyn's. I love everything about it. The co-curricular, the academic, the creative, the sports, but most of all, the people. I have found here at Alleyn's that everyone is so kind and happy to be at school and to be learning. And in a way that sums it up. I could pretty much stop there. The children really, truly are a delight, and I will come back to that in a moment. But if I'm going to give you a flavour of the school, I thought, where will I start? And I thought I might start at the very beginning of the school. It is a great source of great pleasure and pride to me that Ned Alleyn, a great Elizabethan player, pioneer, philanthropist, is our namesake and founder. Love the fact that our school is 400 years old and that it was an actor who founded it. Mind you, he didn't say many inspiring things. The best I could find was a comment made about him by one of his contemporaries, Thomas Fuller, who said, he is so acting to the life that he makes any part, especially a majestic one, become him. And actually, maybe that phrase speaks a little bit to the ease and the confidence with which our children relate to each other. It's a key trait, I think, of Alleyn's school. We are a co-educational school. We are very much at ease with ourselves, and the boys and girls are very much comfortable with each other, happy to work together, natural and warm relationships. I don't think it's surprising. We have been co-ed for 50 years. So that's 50 years of experience and expertise in educating boys and girls. And I do think that's reflected in the very warm relationships throughout the school between the students and staff, and indeed between older and younger students. Our pastoral care system, which is delivered through a combined house and year group process, really does ensure that every single child is seen and known and understood here. That is absolutely at the heart of our mission. And I have to say, just from listening to the kind of conversations that I've heard my colleagues have about children in the school, there is no question they are really known. And that means that our highly capable, highly successful, ambitious students are also funny and fun and grounded and kind. And that all makes Alleyn's a wonderful place to be and a great environment in which to learn and live. Of course, when children are happy, they do well. We are unapologetically a very academic school. We're really proud of the outstanding exam results that our students achieve. We're regularly in the top 20 of the league tables, but league tables, obviously, the heads always say they don't care about them. Of course we do, because we're pathologically competitive. But the truth about league tables is what they really show is the value you add. They really indicate for us the way that our staff understand our children, what they do well, what do they need, what will really inspire them, how best can we support them. So we do well in exams, and we're proud of that. But of course, that's not why we are educating. Exams are a great byproduct of a proper education. So rather like the original Renaissance scholars, we are focused on the acquisition of knowledge as a great adventure. Scholarship at Alleyn's is absolutely about windows, not mirrors. It's about encouraging our children to look out and up rather than down. I think it was Cardinal Newman who talked about special illumination and largeness of mind. That literally fizzes in the air here as you walk around the school, and I hope you will come and see that for yourself. I wanted the last point really to talk about co-education, which is a massive, massive part of our school. If you do come here, you will see a huge amount going on. We have a co-curricular programme, not extracurricular. It is utterly intrinsic to the identity of our school and critical to the education we offer here. And it is a thing of beauty. And there are boundless opportunities beyond the classroom for our children to find their thing, whatever that is. Of course, music, art, drama, sport, done to the very highest standard and for all. And I have to say, I came on Saturday to watch training. Obviously can't have fixtures yet, but there were training sessions running from 8:30 to 12:30 on Saturday. Hundreds of Alleyn's kids here. It was just wonderful to see their enthusiasm. And a lunchtime last week, I'll just give you a snapshot. One lunchtime last week, I went to STEM Club, and kids talked to me about the real satellite that they are building. They're coding, designing, getting sponsorship. We're going to send it into space in the summer. I then went to the drama Bear Pit, and I listened to astonishing monologue performances. I ran from that to the Minority Students' Union to discuss the relevance of the monarchy in the 21st century. That's what the kids were doing. And then I heard some incredible singing at the musical theatre open mic. astonishing level of performance. There's just so much happening. Bollywood, molecular, gastronomy, unicycle. And then this was an email that I got a week into my headship. This is from 2 Year 8 boys who are the Year 8 directors of the mighty Alleyn's Fish Tank Club. I'll just read you the first 2 lines. We, the undersigned, make up the FTC's board of directors, and we wish to welcome you as the new and greatest ever head of Alleyn School. Sorry, Gary. We believe that FTC is a real asset to Alleyn's. There are more fish than ever, and the tank is as clean as it has ever been. But we need additional funding now to invest in our venture, and we look forward to working hand in hand with you, our new head, to ensure the ongoing and sustained success of our Piscine friends. Well, maybe that's all I need to tell you about the children here. They know how to learn, they know how to have fun together. And I guess finally, my final point, that above all, is what an education at Alleyn's is all about. We recognise that not every child can be happy every day, and we have amazing pastoral support systems in place if they are necessary. But we nevertheless absolutely are all about promoting the joy in learning, because frankly, if you're not feeling the joy, you are not doing it right. And to go back to Ned Alleyn, he made his living as a player on the stage. If we can gather anything about the 21st century, is that there is going to be a premium on creative, intellectual, purposeful play, the ability to be innovative, pioneering, take a risk, and try things out. And Alleyn students really embody that. They know, they wear their considerable talents lightly, they know what matters, they are a joy to be around, and they leave us as young people who really can and really do make a difference to the world and take their place on the world stage. And I think Ned Alleyn would be proud of that. So I hope you'll come and see us. Thank you very much for your time tonight, and have a great evening.